Hey guys, you are welcome again to this today. Today is the ninth day of this summit, and I'm excited again that we have another amazing, beautiful person in our midst. This is a very young soul, and she's going to be sharing with us from the depth of her experiences regarding how she's making money legitimately. Remember that the essence of us doing this summit is for us to cast the spotlight on young individuals who are truly making money in the very right way so that we can change the narratives around us in our nation, in our different societies regarding how young people make money. So today we have Comfort Mordi, and I'm going to be asking her questions regarding how she makes money from everything that she does. Comfort, you are welcome. Good morning to you. Or
Good
good
morning,
afternoon.
sir.
Good
Good
afternoon. It's
afternoon.
very 12
Yeah.
noon. Right. Um, Thank you for being on the show. So, to everyone who is tuning in right now, as usual, how we do it, let us know the city where you are tuning in. Drop in the comment section. Let's know where you are tuning in, where you are tuning into this summit from, outside of Nigeria, inside of Nigeria. Let's know. And as usual, as I say, good day to you. Good morning to you if you're in a time zone that is morning. Good evening to you if you're in a time zone that is not morning or afternoon, whichever. Just accept the greetings in whatever time zone that you are. So I welcome Comfort Mordi, and I'm presenting her today to every one of us. We are going to be doing justice to her life and sharing the experiences of her life that will help us to understand how she makes money legitimately from what she does. Welcome again, Comfort Mordi.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate this.
Okay, thank you so much. And today, on today's session, we have a sponsor. Our sponsor for today's Young and Earning Summit is Coach Franklin Consults. Okay, today is Coach Franklin Consults, and let us. I think there's a little bit of an issue there. Coach Franklin Consults. Okay, give me a while. Let me correct something. Okay, so it's Coach Franklin Consults. Okay, that's today's sponsor of this live stream. And so let's see what Coach Franklin does.
Hi, welcome here. I'm glad that Facebook showed you this video. This is Coach Franklin Consult. All we do is to serve individuals and corporate establishments to get their business names registered with the Nigeria Corporate Affairs Commission, which is CAC, to help them register their companies in terms of limited liability companies, group of company, limited by guarantee company, also to serve individuals to upgrade from business name to limited, and also serve individuals or entities to register their NGOs, their churches, their mosques, their foundations, okay, their clubs. Also, we perform all kinds of post-incorporation services like removal of directors, removal of shareholders, retrieval of certificates, retrieval of MEMAT, any kind of post-incorporation job and pre and post, we are in charge. All right. Now, in the last 7 months, from what you can see from the dashboards, we have successfully served over 2,000 business owner and deliver certificate to over 1,700 business owner as of today. You see, let me talk to you as a brother, okay, and as a friend. You might not know me from anywhere. The truth is, no matter the kind of business you do in Nigeria, listen to me carefully. No matter the kind of business you do in Nigeria, you see, this CAC registration is for everybody. Whether you sell plantain, whether you are into okereka business, whether you sell granules, whether you sell cocoyam, whether you sell pepper, whether you are into barbing salon, whether you are into hairdressing salon, whether you run any online businesses, whether you are a course creator like me, name that business and I will tell you that there is a need for you to register it with CAC. See, listen. Forget the fact that I am trying to actually market you to come and register your business. Forget the fact. See, a time will come when the money you have will not be enough and you need to source for fund elsewhere. The truth is, They will not request for your university certificates. They will not request for your degree or your NYC certificates. What they will request for is your business registered. If you say yes, they will ask you to present CAC certificates. And if you don't have it, I tell you the truth, they will not give you that support. So the best thing you can do for yourself today is to click on this WhatsApp icon below and speak to me on WhatsApp, so we can start the registration of your business. We can start registration of your company, start the registration of your NGO, and do some major changes in your already registered businesses. So click on the link below right now on that WhatsApp icon you are seeing and speak with me live and direct on WhatsApp. See, I am not fake. I am not a ghost. You can call me on phone and we'll be able to talk right now. I hope to see you in my DM. My name is Coach Franklin, and I'm saying cheers.
Okay, that's our sponsor for today's live stream. Somebody is dropping some funny comments. Um, that's Coach Franklin Consult. Coach Franklin Consult is the sponsor of today's Young on Earning. So welcome everyone. As we said, please, if you're tuning in, let's know where you are tuning in from. Drop in the comment section your name and your where you're tuning in from, and let's know where you're tuning in from. All right, so let's dive into it directly. And before we go in, please click the share button. All right, so you can share this live stream and let a lot of individuals come to partake in what it is that we are doing here. Share. Okay, so please share this live stream so that a lot of individuals can come in and be part of what we are doing here. Sorry, I have to. Okay, so please go ahead and tell us about yourself. All right, tell us about yourself and the things that you do. Maybe the things that we didn't capture on your bio. Tell us so that we can connect to you deeper than your bio presented. Go ahead.
All right, thank you so much, sir. I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I appreciate you for this. So my name is Comfort Mordi. I I do a lot of things. First of all, I am a public speaker, and I'm a public speaker and a trainer. So aside doing public speaking, I also train public speakers. I train people who want to be better at public speaking. The last training I had over 19 participants who registered, those who had fear of public speaking, those who knew nothing about public speaking, those who wanted to be better at public speaking and learn how to earn from public speaking. I organized a training. The title of my training is From Speaking to Stardom, because public speaking has really, really helped me move from mediocrity to stardom. It's one way I earn a lot of money. Aside teaching public speaking, I'll be having another batch of the public speaking training in January, and we're already having people joining in the wait list. Another thing that I do is I write. I'm a creative writer, I'm a content writer, a fiction and non-fiction writer. So what I do is I write for organizations. I also train people to become better writers. I train people to become better at creative writing, fiction writing. So I've organized a lot of trainings on how to become better at creative writing, how to become better at fiction writing, how to become better at all forms of writing that I do. Then another thing I do is I'm a book project consultant. So I have worked with a lot of people on their book projects in and out of Nigeria. So if you want to write a book, you do not know how to go about it. I just finished my 30 days book challenge yesterday, where I had participants who never knew anything about books, and many of them finished the project. They've written their books and they are ready to launch. Some are launching in December, some are launching in January. So I'm a book project consultant. I help you with marketing, with everything that has to do with writing your books, publishing your books, and making sure the reason why you wrote that book, your aim for writing that book, is established and gotten. So these are basically the things I do. Then, most importantly, another thing I do is corporate event host. So I host corporate events, conferences, and that is how I earn basically. Aside being a clarity coach and speaking at events, people come to speak at events to talk about clarity, talk about purpose. So these are the things that I do that I earn from.
Amazing, amazing. Comfort, thank you so much for sharing with us. Um, so you call yourself the flaming lamp. I want to understand, why did you call yourself the flaming lamp? Because I see a lot of individuals. I'm the number one coach in Africa. I'm the number one coach in the world. You know, all those plenty big titles, right? So why did you decide to call yourself the flaming lamp? Is it a branding expression? Tell us. I'm interested in understanding why you call yourself the flaming lamp, really.
Okay. I didn't choose to call myself that. I didn't choose to call myself the Flaming Lab. I didn't choose to just have a name because every other person has a name that they call themselves. It happened because that is what God calls me. And my purpose on earth is to help people find who they are. My purpose on earth is to help people gain clarity of purpose. So I believe that every one of us has light inside of us. Now, when you do not understand what your purpose is, you are in darkness and you have frustration. Everybody's way looks like a way. There's something I used to teach. I have a YouTube series where I'm going to be launching in January, but I used to teach sometimes on WhatsApp, and I call it the School of Depth. So at the School of Depth, I teach people about clarity. We talk about deep things, talk about mysteries, and we explain purpose and how to live a life of fulfillment while gaining clarity. So I called myself the Flaming Bab, not because I wanted to call myself that, but anybody who comes to me, who speaks with me, they get clear on what they are supposed to do. They get clear on their passion. Actually, I'm a multi-potentialite. I have a lot of things that I know how to do. I did not learn many of these things, and it just comes to me naturally. I paint, I sing, I write, I do a whole lot of things. And at some point in my life, it was really frustrating. I didn't know what I wanted to do particularly. I was everywhere and nowhere. It was frustrating, and I had to understand myself. I had to understand my personality. I know when I assimilate more, I started understanding myself and my struggles lessened. So I was able to build hyper focus on what I wanted to do. Now, before I started becoming serious on social media, I never knew that you could make a lot of money on social media. I used to do a lot of things offline. I volunteered, I organized programs, I spoke in church, and did a lot of things just to help people understand who they are. So for me, aside all of the other things I do that gives me money, my purpose on earth is to help people gain clarity, to give them the fire to be more, to give them the fire to do more, so that they live on earth, they leave their seeds on earth. They didn't just come to live on life, they leave their seeds, because Bible says we should go in and multiply. So when people hear go in and multiply, they think it's about giving back to children. No, it's your seed. God has given you a gift, so you have to multiply that seed. And how do you multiply that seed is to replicate yourself, replicate your values, replicate your legacy in the lives of others. But you cannot do that if you do not know who you are and if you do not understand your purpose. So that is why I call myself the Flaming Lamp, because I help people understand who they are. I help people gain clarity. So next year, by God's grace, I'll be launching a course where people would come to be called the School of Depth. So people would come, and by the time they are living understanding who they really are and what they are supposed to be doing in life.
What a powerful explanation. What a powerful. Another thing I wanted to ask you is this: why do you call yourself
Okay.
an international speaker? Have you left Nigeria to go and speak in different countries? I think network was a little bit of an issue. She'll be back again. All right, so guys, if she's sharing some great value, network was a little bit of an issue there. Okay, I think she's back on screen. Comfort, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I can hear you now. I don't know what happened before, sir.
Okay, so sorry about that. I think network was a little bit knocked us off at some point. Okay, so I'm asking. I asked you why do you call yourself as international speaker? When we hear international, we feel like okay, she has been all over the world, traveled to so many places. Tell us why you call yourself an international.
Okay, I like I said, I'm not putting any title to myself because every other person is doing it. I'm very big on visioning. I meditate a lot, and most of the things that have happened to me since I became intentional with meditation and innovative visioning, it seems like I'm calling forth those things to myself, like I'm attracting those things to myself. So I've been able to speak at international conferences here in from Nigeria here, not like I've traveled out yet, right? So that's why I added it to that. I've been speaking physically at events, but I also have been able to speak. I've had the opportunity to speak at international conferences where I taught public speaking or I taught other things that I do. So that is why I added it to my bio. It wasn't there in the first place. It was recently after I started getting international speaking engagements, I I added it to it. And yeah, I know I'm going to travel the world and start speaking all over the world. So let me start manifesting it now. Yes, sir. That's why.
But that's very fantastic because even though you may not have people who may not have traveled outside of the world, but if they are invited to speak in Egypt and then you use live stream, idea you're an international speaker. If somebody has invited you to speak and they tune in via live stream, I feel that that's what it is because you're now beyond the boundaries of where you are. So that's what it is. Okay. So I see that you do a whole lot of things. You do a whole lot. You speak. You do a whole lot, and you are giving expressions to the giftings of God inside of you. But I just want to understand how do you combine all these things without feeling overwhelmed? Because I feel that that happens to a lot of young people. We are grabbing a whole lot. We're giving expressions to many sides of us. How do you deal with the overwhelm with regards to giving expressions to your gifting?
Okay. For me, I listen to myself. I listen to my body a lot. I listen to my body a lot. I know when it's time to rest. I know when it's time to have a break. And I have a timetable. I have a very big board in my house, a very big board. I bought it on purpose, right? That's not my vision board, but a board where I outline my activities for the week, for the month, and all of that. So for speaking engagement, let me start with speaking engagement. I usually tell people if you want me to MC your event, please let me know 3 weeks before the time so that I can incorporate that into my to-do list. So for speaking engagement, I incorporate it into my to-do list. And that way, I know that I'm not going to stress my head about it. When it's time for that engagement, I'm going to do that. Then I have a time when, okay, if I'm going to do this month I'm going to be talking about creative writing. Probably I'm going to be teaching creative writing this month. I put all my energy into creative writing. I don't know how it comes for me, but naturally, I'm a very strong person. Apart from that, I listen to my body. When I feel stressed, I sleep. And also, I don't work straight. I don't work for hours sitting down and working. When I work for some hours, I leave it, I play. That is how I retain my sanity. So when I work a little while, I'll leave the table, I'll go out, I'll look around, come back and continue. I don't like going out. So I would not say probably I am able to, I don't know how to have fun. That is one of the things I want to teach myself in 2023. I'm more of an indoor person. So I have a lot of time to do my stuff, except when I'm going out to speak at events or to MC or have other engagement that are important that have to take me out of the house. So I understand my body and I put priority first.
So let me ask you a question. A lot of things that are some of the ideologies that I see that are all over the place. They say now that you are young, walk and walk and walk and walk. Some individuals even pride themselves with not sleeping for 8 hours in a day. They want to work for 16 hours. They want to work for 18 hours in a day, out of the 24 hours. What's your take on this ideology? Because I feel it is a very bad ideology, to kill your body because you want to work. All right. So tell me what you have, because I see you do a lot of expressions, and I feel that these expressions take quite a chunk of your time. But what do you think about this ideology of consistent working and working, every.
Okay. For me, I always tell people I like sleep. I say it anywhere. I say it anywhere that I like sleep. I don't play with my sleep because I don't know if it's for everybody, but the moment I sleep and I wake up, I feel renewed. I feel very energized. I'm not a night, I don't keep late nights, except when I have projects that I have deadlines to meet. So for me, one way I revitalize myself is I exercise. I do a lot of strenuous exercise. It helps me think straight. It helps me push out stress, and I sleep and I try to take a lot of water. So I tell people, if you do not rest, you're going to have mental stress. And one thing that is causing many young people today to give themselves so much pressure is because they have seen the things happening online and they want to meet up. I always say that you should not compare your page 1 with somebody's page 50. That person might be young as you are, but maybe they started earlier, or they have backbones that you do not know. You don't see the bloopers, you don't see the behind the scenes. So you think they don't come to tell you all of these things. They don't come online to tell you that, okay, I have an elder brother, or I have a mentor, or I have somebody that is pushing me behind, that is helping me cover my lapses, that is making up for me and helping me have the speed and velocity I need. They don't tell you all of these things. You just come out there and they begin to pepper you with their success stories. Yes, it's good that you tell people your success stories, but a lot of young people are giving themselves too much pressure. They are not enjoying the process. They're not enjoying the process of to becoming. They just want to quickly get to where the others are. They don't understand that there's something called process. They don't understand that there's something called backbone. Some people have backbones that they will never tell you online. So you're struggling to get funds while they have people that are investing in their business and they are always silent about it. So for me, I tell people that as much as I can, I will do what I have to do. I would do everything I have to do to be what I am supposed to be for the success that I want, right? But as much as I'm doing that, I would enjoy the ride. I'm not an indoor person because I don't want to go out, or I want to walk. That is who I am. I really do not enjoy staying out for a long time. But some people deprive themselves of going out because they want to work and work and work. They are burning out. Their body is telling them, I want to rest, but they are not listening to their body. And in the end, if you do not give your body rest, your body is going to demand it forcefully because you cannot cheat nature. So what I want to tell the people who feel that working and working and working is how to amount the wealth so they can rest in future is, if you do not rest, you're going to have terminal issues. Sleep is very important. Sleep is one way that your body revitalizes, and exercising is very important. Eating in time is very important. So all of these things are very important to remain sane, and also to have an influx of good and wonderful ideas. So do not let anybody pressure you. Do not let anyone put you under pressure, and do not pressure yourself. Love yourself. I always say it. Write a letter of appreciation to yourself. Write a letter of gratitude to yourself. I was at this page last year and this is where I am. Dear self, thank you. I know that I've not gotten to where I want to be, but I'm enjoying the process, because if you're mentally strained, you cannot achieve more. So I just pray a lot of young people would understand this and appreciate themselves more, enjoy the process, and rest when they have to rest.
Thank you so much, Comfort. I mean, part of all we were doing, or part of what we are doing here also is mental fortitude to be able to go far. I think something is equaling at your end.
Okay. I don't know, sir.
Okay. So part of what we are doing here is mental fortitude. So I like that thing that you said regarding writing a letter to yourself, a letter of gratitude. I like it a lot because part of what I do to keep myself are some of the things that I do. You know, this gratitude, resting, putting some like around me here now in front of me here. I have three monkeys. You know, they inspire me. I mean, it's a portrait, a painting. Three monkeys, one with his eyes covered, one with the mouth covered, and one that is having an earpiece. You know, it inspires me on a daily basis. People may not understand it. I went to a shop and I bought this inspires me. I don't know. Some people have come to my office, you know, over Holy Ghost. How do I put it now? Assistants are saying that this is a golden image that I'm worshiping, but I don't care. Some of these things just inspire me just by looking at them. All right. So is there a way for this thing, this mental fortitude that you just described? Is there a process where creating that letter or the process that they can utilize for those who are right here on this watching us?
Okay. All right. One thing is understanding that you are 80% a spirit being and 20% human. So whatever emotions are inside of you, whatever thing is inside of you, however you are in the spirit realm is what you portray physically. Now, a lot of people do not listen to themselves. They don't listen to their body. They don't listen to their souls. They don't know themselves as much as they should, right? Now, how do you write a letter of gratitude to yourself? Understand that you cannot separate failure from success. So I tell people that failure is very important in life. And instead of saying, what if I fail? Why don't you ask yourself, what if I succeed? So a lot of people feel dejected when they fail, and they are doing this because we live in an era where they celebrate success. Nobody wants to talk about their setbacks, their disappointments, and all of that. So it makes people feel like they are stupid or foolish, or they are not achieving much when they fail. So they are ashamed to talk about their failures. It's good to have a journal. I have a lot of journals. I was talking some few days ago that the input of technology is taking away it's making a lot of people lose who they really are, right? So we do not know what our handwriting looks like anymore. And when I wrote that write-up on Facebook, people said yes, that they attested to it, because somebody said the last time she tried to write, she couldn't write properly again because she's used to pressing the phone and all of time. So have a time for yourself where you sit down, put a very calm and soulful music, and ask yourself, how far have I gone? Be sincere with yourself. If you know that you are the cause of your problem, tell yourself that you can do better than this. Do not lie. The worst thing that can happen to anybody is when they are being deceptive. So have a journal. Look at your handwriting. Have a journal. I have a lot of books where I write down ideas, where I talk to myself. I have a book where every day I write out what I'm grateful for, even to the tiniest bit of things. I'm grateful that I went in, I came back. That is how you start showing gratitude. You have to appreciate everything that happens. If there's nothing significant that you think happened, thank God that you can breathe. People pay to breathe. People pay with money to have oxygen. I have a place where there was a particular day, I have somebody that stays with me, a friend of mine, and there was this, I don't know how the rat got into the house. So I bought a rat poison, and I told my friend, I put rat poison, and I was praying. I said, God, please do not let this rat eat this poison and die somewhere that I would not see it. My friend was laughing that how Comfort is praying over rat poison. But in the morning, I woke up, and she woke up. She wanted to cook because she goes to work. I don't go to work. I work from the house. She wanted to cook, and she saw that the rat died in an open space, right? And I told her, yes, yesterday I prayed about this thing. And you would not believe if I said I wrote it in my journal that God, I'm grateful for allowing that rat to die in an open space, a place where I can see it and it's not stinking and the whole house is smelling. Now, this is an example of how I am grateful for every little thing. And when you have this heart of gratitude, it helps you because you are appreciating yourself. When you appreciate yourself, your brain gives out the right fluid, the right nitrogen that would help you, the right nerves that would help you to achieve better. So how you can practice gratitude or a letter of gratitude is have a beautiful journal. I don't know the colors you like. Look out for colors that you like. If you like beautiful colors, for me, I like writing with red and black and green. So you could write all of those things and paint it. Be playful. Do not take away play from work as an adult. Have a book, write out what you're grateful for. And maybe at the end of every week, look back and appreciate yourself if you beat your goals. So let's say you have 10 goals and you're able to beat 3. Ask yourself, okay, why did I not beat the remaining 7? Was it because I procrastinated? Was it because I was fearful? You will know the real reason behind whatever is holding you back from doing what you're supposed to do. And if you find out that you're fearful, ask yourself why you're fearful. I always talk about foundation. You have to work on anything from the foundation. You have to understand the depth of your problem before you can provide solution to it. Else you just be fixing something that is not really the problem. So you have to understand yourself, appreciate yourself, have a journal, something colorful that you would always write out and say, this is what I'm grateful for. This is what I'm grateful for. Every week, write a letter to yourself, or every month, look at the milestones that you've been able to climb and appreciate yourself. That is how to write a letter of appreciation. So I have 10 goals, I was able to do 3 or 4. Tell yourself, well done. And if you know that you're not being serious at some point, ask yourself, why? Am I stressing myself too much? Is this what I really want to do? Am I putting myself under pressure? Is it because I want people to applaud me? I'm doing this because this is what I want to do. This is my purpose and all of that. So that is how you appreciate yourself. Play music, go out, have fun. Once in a while, I go out, I take myself out, I buy stuff for myself that I'm really doing great. So that is how you appreciate yourself.
Hmm. They'll say preach, Papa. So I will say preach, Mama, preach, Mama. Yeah, preach, Mama. Okay, so I think you need to refresh. You need to refresh. We are going to go on a short commercial break now, so that I show our sponsor today. But you refresh the back because I'm hearing myself. There's an echoing. Okay, so guys, now please share this live stream. Share this live stream so a lot more individuals can come to participate in what we are doing here. Please share the screen. Okay. So let's go on a short break and to show the sponsor of the day, Franklin. So while I go on the commercial break, just refresh and come back.
Okay, sir.
Hi, welcome here. I'm glad that Facebook showed you this video. This is Coach Franklin Consult. All we do is to serve individuals and corporate establishments to get their business names registered with the Nigeria Corporate Affairs Commission, which is CAC, to help them register their companies in terms of limited liability companies, group of company, limited by guarantee company, also to serve individuals to upgrade from business name to limited, and also serve individuals or entities to register their NGOs, their churches, their mosques, their foundations, okay, their clubs. Also, we perform all kinds of post-incorporation services like removal of directors, removal of shareholders, retrieval of certificates, retrieval of memos, any kind of post-incorporation job and pre and post, we are in charge. All right. Now, in the last 7 months, from what you can see from the dashboards, we have successfully served over 2,000 business owner and deliver certificate to over 1,700 business owner as of today. You see, let me talk to you as a brother, okay, and as a friend. You might not know me from anywhere. The truth is, no matter the kind of business you do in Nigeria, listen to me carefully. No matter the kind of business you do in Nigeria, you see, this CAC registration is for everybody. Whether you sell plantain, whether you are into okereka business, whether you sell granuts, whether you sell cocoyam, whether you sell pepper, whether you are into barbing salon, whether you are into hairdressing salon, whether you run any online businesses, whether you are a course creator like me, name that business and I will tell you that there is a need for you to register it with CAC. Listen. Forget the fact that I am trying to actually market you to come and register your business. Forget the fact. See, a time will come when the money you have will not be enough and you need to source for fund elsewhere. The truth is, they will not request for your university certificate. They will not request for your degree or your NYC certificate. What they will request for is your business registered. If you say yes, they will ask you to present CAC certificates. And if you don't have it, I tell you the truth, they will not give you that support. So the best thing you can do for yourself today is to click on this WhatsApp icon below and speak to me on WhatsApp so we can start the registration of your business. We can start registration of your company, start the registration of your NGO, and do some major changes in your already registered businesses. So click on the link below right now on that WhatsApp icon you are seeing and speak with me live and direct on WhatsApp. See, I am not fake. I am not a ghost. You can call me on phone and we'll be able to talk right now. I hope to see you in my DM. My name is Coach Franklin and I'm saying cheers.
Okay, guys, welcome back. So I'm bringing back Comfort. Comfort, welcome back. Comfort, can you see me? So I think she's having some issues, but she'll be back again. So are you guys experiencing some form of greatness? Um, all right, tearing inside of you as a result of what you are experiencing in this live session. Let me know, what are your takes? What have you taken down as a lesson for today? If you're already receiving some form of value, please type yes. Type yes in the comment section. Comfort, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, so guys, I'm saying if you are receiving some form of value, type yes in the comment section. Let me hear you. Let me see. Type yes if you're getting some form of value, right? Type yes. Type yes. Okay, so I'm seeing guys dropping yes. That's saying that comfort is actually making good sense. Good, 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 good.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I see yes, 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 yes. Okay, guys, so please, to appreciate her for what she's doing, please share this live stream to your timeline. There's a share button. Just click it, right? Click the share button and share this live stream to your timeline so that a lot more more people can enjoy what it is that we are enjoying right now. Okay. All right, comfort. I dive into it. The sweetest part that I like. How did you start making money? Now, I know for me, as an example, when I started out on the path of public speaking, people were paying me with donut and five alive. Okay, they were paying me with donut and five alive. Some were thanking me for the blessings of God over my life. Some were telling me some were telling me freely you've received, freely that you should give, and that was how life was. And then at some point, I began to earn 5K, from 5K, 10K, from 10K, got 45, 50,000, from 50,000, 100,000, 150K, 200,000, 500,000. Today, I charge 1.5 million for 1 hour to speak. Oh, well, it has been a journey. So tell us, how did you start out on the journey of earning through public speaking, through writing, and all the expressions that you give today?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. So I'm gonna be very real here. Like, I would say that people come on the social media space without any foundation, but they want to earn, right? They want to earn money. And I remember when the professional mode thing was all over the place, and people were like, I've got in professional mode, they'll start paying me. It's a lie. The first thing is to have visibility. You can have the best product if nobody knows that your product is good, or nobody has heard about the product, nobody's going to buy from you. So let me start with how I started making money from public speaking and corporate event hosting. My father taught us to give our service. He taught us to do humanitarian service. So it's something that if I go out, if I go somewhere and there's a need that should be met, I don't wait for someone to tell me to do it. And I'm not doing it because I want you to pay me back. So for me, I started earning as a public speaker when I started volunteering intentionally. Okay. For example, I um last year I started my first it was last year I started doing public speaking officially. I've been doing it before, but I didn't know what I was doing was public speaking, because I like to share my knowledge anywhere I find myself. So last year a friend of mine was the one who recommended me for a gig. Now I wasn't paid for it. I was just giving 10,000 naira as thank you for speaking and transportation, aside from other gifts that I was given. And on my way back from that event, I lost my phone. I lost my phone that I had just gotten, and it was a moment of solitude for me because I was just starting out on the social media space. I've had a lot of setbacks, a lot of reasons that wanted to keep me hidden. So when I write and I say refuse to stay hidden, I'm talking from a personal stance that there are a lot of things that want to keep you hidden and hinder you from living the life of your dreams, impacting and making money. So one way to start earning as a public speaker is nobody would pay you for something that they've not had a test of. To earn as a public speaker, number one, go for trainings. Go for trainings. Some people just want to come on here and start earning. Why inside of them they've built no depth, they've not invested. Freebies are for newbies. You don't want to pay money to invest in anything. When somebody is saying come and pay, you are getting pissed off. You don't want to pay for mentorship. You don't want to buy books. You don't want to invest your data to watch things that will help you. All you know how to do is free. Anywhere there's a free class, you're jumping on it. You're not going to have knowledge and depth that way. I've borrowed money to pay for trainings. I've done a lot of things to invest in myself. Yeah, I know that naturally I'm a very intelligent person, but I am now polishing all of those skills by investing in myself, by reading and doing a lot of things that when I come out to face the opportunity, I am very, very prepared. So how I started getting money and making a lot of money from public speaking and training and corporate event hosting is I started volunteering. So when I volunteer, people would see what I do because I speak very well. So when they hear me speak, they see how I coordinate the event. They want to give me another gig. So from that event, I get more people that want to give me gig. Now, many people, when I spoke at your events in I think in July, right? That event gave me a lot of opportunities. So I stay in Lagos and I stay very far away from that place. There's something called sacrifice. Before you can come out big, people that you see that are out today that are big, they've paid the sacrifices, they've sowed their seeds. That's why they are reaping the harvest. I woke up in the house at around past 4, and I got to Maryland as early as possible. I think I was the third person to get to Maryland for the Dominating Business Lagos. Now, that wasn't paid, but I took out my time to do it because that is a way I want to appreciate Uncle Emeka for all he's doing for us. And I also wanted a platform for myself. Right now, I wouldn't have been bold enough to do that if I had not invested in myself and I have not practiced. So a lot of people they don't want to be patient. If you're coming on the online space, you need to have something that you're doing by the side first, because people cannot just start buying from you. You just came 2 weeks, you learned graphic design for 3 days, you come online, you want to start teaching people. What do you want to teach them? Do you even understand how to create a sales funnel? Do you know how to get leads? Do you know how to do a lot of things that has to do with business and digital marketing? So you have to build depth first, volunteer and sacrifice. It's not every time you start asking for money. There are some platforms that you have to be wise enough to know that if I have opportunity to speak on this platform, I will get more greater platforms. So I started getting gigs and speaking opportunities. For now, if I want to speak at an event, like I want to MC at an event for 3 hours, I charge close to 120,000 if it's in Lagos. If it's in Lagos, right? That's how I charge. Except I just want to come and help you there, and you're going to give me transportation, or at least if you're not giving me transportation at all, you give me up to 10 or 20,000 naira because I am volunteering, and we all know how Lagos traffic can be and transportation. So volunteer, because when you don't volunteer, nobody would see what you can do. Then another way I started making money from speaking is I started holding trainings. I used to be very, very scared of speaking. If anybody had prophesied and told me that I'll be bold enough to look at the camera today, I'm going to tell the person that he or she was lying. I'll call their bluff. Now, look at me looking at the camera. It took a whole lot of process because I was bullied as a child and I was sexually molested. So I lost confidence in myself. I was told I was not beautiful, and a whole lot of things affected me. So now I am helping people gain deliverance from the shackles of fear of public speaking, from the things that make them hide their voices. It's foundational. A lot of people are not speaking today because the poisons they've swallowed as children, they've told them you don't know anything, all of this, it affects them. So when they stand on the stage to speak, they remember all of these things they've been told and they begin to shiver. They don't want to share their knowledge because they feel that they are not good enough. So I have been able to train a lot of people, and after that, they start having their own events and they're succeeding at it. So I've been able to train a lot of people on speaking at events, on public speaking, and a whole lot of other things. So when I teach them, they pay me. Sometimes NGOs pay me to come and train their organizations on public speaking and corporate event hosting and all that it entails. Then for writing, I used to write for fun before. I never collected money from people. It was for fun. I never knew people were earning from writing. Until last year, I was in John Obidi's online business weekend. And that was the first time I heard about Ejimi Debo, how she's making a lot of money from writing. It didn't make sense to me. How is somebody making money from writing? I just felt like it's my gift, it's my talent. I'll just write for fun. I have a lot of places I've written a lot of things that I just enjoy writing. So when I started coming online and being intentional with social media, people started telling me, Comfort, you write so well. I believe you're making money from it. And I'm like, money? You didn't make money from writing. So I paid for a lot of trainings to know how I can monetize writing because I'm really good at writing. So the trainings I paid for was not to learn how to write, but how to monetize writing. So it really gave me a lot of eye-opening, and I started monetizing my writing. So I do ghost writing for people now. I've done ghostwriting for a couple of people, some organizations outside Nigeria too. I've helped them. So if you have a book project and you're busy, you cannot write it, I can help you with that. So that's what I do. That's how I started earning from writing. I organize writing trainings also, and I'm looking forward to having my first writing workshop probably next year or 2 years from now, because there are a lot of things I'm working on. Then book consultation. Yeah. So I attended a lot of trainings on how people can make money from selling their books, and I've been training people. Next week, by God's grace, I have a meeting with the CEO where I'm going to be teaching him, or we'll work together on his book project. He's a very busy person, but he wants to write a book. So today I'll be interviewing somebody by 7:30 on my Facebook Live. He wanted to commit suicide. He's a lawyer, and he wrote a book. I'm his book consultant and strategist. So I charge for book consultation and strategy. I help you and teach you everything you need to do to achieve the purpose for your book. So I also do clarity. I speak at events on clarity and purpose. So these are all of the ways that I make money on digital space.
Now I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Right? Kudos, man. Kudos to you. Kudos to you, Comfort. I'm very happy and excited to see young people utilizing their gifts and their talents and making money. Truly, truly, truly love that. Okay, so the next thing I want to share with you is I want to ask you is this. So why the school of depth? I mean, I'm trying to understand why the school of depth. Is there something spiritual about it? Share with us the journey and how it's touching lives and how you're also earning or intending to earn with the school.
Okay. Um I used to have like circle of friends. I won't say friends though. Once in a while, I I have these meetings with people. So I just come on Facebook and I'm like, okay, can we have some deep discussions tonight? If you're interested, send me a message on WhatsApp. Let's talk about it. So there was a day I was walking on a path. I was walking on a path. I was going to a friend's house. And that was how an idea came to me. I started getting, I don't know, but I'm somebody that receives I receive revelations. So everybody can be somewhere and they are looking at everything like with a normal eye, but I'm seeing beyond that. Okay, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. For instance, how I get content every day is from things that happen around me that might look seamless or so. So I remember one day I swept my compound because I live in a very big compound and there are trees in the compound. So I was sweeping the compound and I gathered the leaves, right? I went to get what I was going to use to pack the leaves and throw it in the incinerator. And then this hen came and the hen started scattering all of the things I've gathered together. And then the content idea came for me. Somebody started telling me that there are people like this who do not want to be a part of your process, who do not want to be a part of you gathering and arranging your life together. They are waiting when you've gathered the resources and they want to come and enjoy. If you don't give them an opportunity to enjoy, they want to scatter all that you've gathered together. Now, I get this kind of ideas from seeming things. There are a whole lot I cannot begin to talk about now. So I now realize that these things as they come to me is not the same way they come to others. For the principle of parts I taught a while ago, it was just me walking on the grass. And I started getting ideas on how when you're walking on a path, you do not see what is before you. You do not see the end, but you just keep going. Clarity comes as you walk on the path. Clarity comes as you begin to move on the path. Clarity, you become more clear. And the moment you stop walking on your path, the weeds will grow again and you have to start all over again. So that has to do with consistency in walking on your path to purpose. It will not make sense initially, but as you begin to walk through the path, it will make sense. And on the path you're walking through, some people would come to walk with you, but some would stay for a while and some would leave. So there are a lot of things that I'm the first child. I didn't have anybody to look up to. I'm just keen on learning. I'm a very curious person. I read a whole lot. I study a whole lot. I sneak on people and look at their life and what they are doing, right? Because I didn't have somebody to look up to except my parents. And yeah, so it's just like I want to teach people the things I know. I want to teach people this depth that come to me. There are a lot of things that are in depth that come to me that I want to explain to people. I want to help people understand clarity. I want to help people understand purpose. There was a time somebody asked me about intelligence, and I told them everybody's intelligent. Now, there are things like that I want to talk about. I want to talk about intelligence. I want to talk about how everybody has an edge. All these kind of things are what the school of depth came from. Yes, I believe that this wisdom is coming from God, but I don't want to keep this all of these revelations to myself. I want to share it to broaden the minds of people, to help people gain more clarity and help them live the life of their dreams and all of that. Well, for now, I'm not monetizing School of Depth. It's something that we'll be having fortnightly or every week. It will be on YouTube, a YouTube series. Then I'm going to have a conference. I'm calling the name of the title of the conference is the Flame Up Conference, where everybody that comes would have people like you, sir, that are revered online, do come and speak, would share knowledge. People would live there not the same way they came. They live there charged up to live the life of their dreams. They live there understanding life better than they came for the conference. It's going to be a paid conference, not something that is too expensive that people can attend, right? So that's the aspect that I'm going to be monetizing, so that we can use the money to make sure the event is a success and invite guests, and then also people would learn digital skills. So these are the things that have come to my mind that I've written down that I want to launch some of them next year.
This is beautiful. This is absolutely fantastic. Okay, guys. So we've got two questions remaining for Comfort. I'll need you to stay behind. And if you have not shared this video, please go ahead and share this video. And if you are getting some form of value, drop what you are getting. Other individuals can be copying from your comments and also writing into your mind to be able to assimilate for their own lives. Okay. So I'm going to show now the sponsor for today is Coach Franklin Consults. So stay behind and check out what Coach Franklin is offering us.
Hi, welcome here. I'm glad that Facebook showed you this video. This is Coach Franklin Consult. All we do is to serve individuals and corporate establishments to get their business names registered with the Nigeria Corporate Affairs Commission, which is CAC, to help them register their companies in terms of limited liability companies, group of company, limited by guarantee company. Also to serve individuals to upgrade from business name to limited, and also serve individuals or entities to register their NGOs, their churches, their mosques, their foundations, okay, their clubs. Also, we perform all kinds of post-incorporation services like removal of directors, removal of shareholders, retrieval of certificates, retrieval of memos, any kind of post-incorporation job, and pre and post, we are in charge. All right. Now, in the last 7 months, from what you can see from the dashboards, we have successfully served over 2,000 business owner and deliver certificate to over 1,700 business owner as of today. You see, let me talk to you as a brother, okay, and as a friend. You might not know me from anywhere. The truth is, no matter the kind of business you do in Nigeria, listen to me carefully. No matter the kind of business you do in Nigeria, you see, this CAC registration is for everybody. Whether you sell plantain, whether you are into okereka business, whether you sell granules, whether you sell cocoyam, whether you sell pepper, whether you are into barbing salon, whether you are into hairdressing salon, whether you run any online businesses, whether you are a course creator like me, name that business and I will tell you that there is a need for you to register it with CAC. See, listen. Forget the fact that I am trying to actually market you to come and register your business. Forget the fact. See, a time will come when the money you have will not be enough and you need to source for funds elsewhere. The truth is, they will not request for your university certificates. They will not request for your degree or your NYC certificates. What they will request for is your business registered. If you say yes, they will ask you to present CAC certificates. And if you don't have it, I tell you the truth, they will not give you that support. So the best thing you can do for yourself today is to click on this WhatsApp icon below and speak to me on WhatsApp. so we can start the registration of your business. We can start registration of your company, start the registration of your NGO, and do some major changes in your already registered businesses. So click on the link below right now on that WhatsApp icon you are seeing and speak with me live and direct on WhatsApp. See, I am not fake. I am not a ghost. You can call me on phone and we'll be able to talk right now. I hope to see you in my DM. My name is Coach Franklin and I'm saying cheers.
Yeah, fantastic, guys. Good to have everyone back again. So I'm going to ask a question right now, a question that I know that bugs a whole lot of people. Comfort, how do you deal with critics? When I'm saying critics, I'm talking about naysayers. I'm talking about individuals who just open their mouth wah and just be saying pra 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 in their mouth. They're not constructively giving you a critique to get you better, but all they're stuck in treat is just to be talking anyhow. A lot of young people get scared about that, and that's why they don't want to build their their brands online. So tell us how you deal with it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's a very important question. So, I always tell people that hey, people will talk about you, even if you're dead. People that have died 10 years ago, sometimes they still raise issues about them and they talk about them. But one thing I understand, I believe God made me to understand depression in the past, to understand what low self-esteem is, because this was not comfort before. I was never this bold. Before, if you tell me something about myself, I think about it for like 2 weeks because I'm melancholy. I'm a melancholy phlegmatic. So I like to stay on my own and I think very far. But one way to overcome critics is number one, see yourself as the God on your space. On that profile, that social media profile that you own, that your name is there, see yourself as the God on that space. See yourself as the king. You're sovereign over that space, you're sovereign over your life. So as long as you're not saying anything that is out of line or out of place, don't care. I don't think you should bother about what people say. I know it's easy to say don't bother what people will say, but people will still bother. Now you have to grow into that reality. You have to build your self-esteem. You have to build fortitude, because yeah, words are powerful and some people really know how to dish out words that would slice you to death, that you feel like you should never have lived, you should never had woken up the next day. But you're not living your life for them. You know where your focus is, you know what you want to achieve. So as long as these people are naysayers, they are not adding, they are not doing anything positive to your life, use the block button, block and block and block as much as you want to block. I used to feel guilty before when I block people, be like, it's not fair, it's not good. But no, you're not helping me, you're giving me negative vibes. So I can warn you, I'm a very tolerant person. I can warn you that this thing you're saying is wrong. But some persons that I've warned, they would even insult you the more. But I don't put out all these things on my timeline. The next thing I do is I'll tell you, God bless you for coming by, or I give you the word that should hit you. I won't insult you. Then I will block you and make sure you don't have access to me next time. Right? So one thing you have to build backbone, because these people will come for you. As long as you are alive and you're doing something, some are out of jealousy, some are because they feel they just want to talk, some have looked down on you, they never felt that you can amount to anything in life. So when they see you rising, they're like, who is this person? What does she think she can do? If they do not have any way they can put you down, they want to use their words to put you down. But you should develop a thick skin and develop a thick skin, and also positively, intentionally pay deafness, like intentionally be deaf. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like intentional deafness. I do it a lot. You're talking to me, I'm lost somewhere. I can be part of the noise, but that I'm not in the noise. So you can be talking and I'm not there with you. You're saying all what you want to say. You're on your own. As long as I know that I'm not doing anything against God's will, as long as I know that I am not going against my principles and virtues, you can talk all you want to. What don't plaster on somebody's body? What are not physical stones that would show that I have lumps? You can talk as much as you want. Okay, in my street, for example, they are doing something really bad. Everybody is bringing out the water from their house. Nobody wants to build a drainage system, right? And last 2 weeks, the task force came. I don't know who invited the task force because I've confronted them that I am going to, because I confronted them that I am going to, that this thing they are doing is not good. They started cursing that I'm a wicked person. I'm going to call the task force. It's none of my business. One thing the Bible says is the cursed shall not stand. So you're not cursing me because you're doing what is wrong, and the law is for those who offend the law. So whatever you say, it's your business. As long as I did not do anything wrong to incur or to attract those things, because words are powerful, believe it or not, guys, words are powerful. Words are powerful, like words are spiritual. That's another talk for another day. But as long as you know that you're doing what is right, you are holding on to your principles. Do not be afraid of what anybody's saying. Don't have any fear whatsoever. Don't have any fear whatsoever. Do not be afraid. Just do what you have to do. Do you block them? See, blocking is self-love. Block them. And every time, tell yourself there's something called affirmations, because these words are like poison. Even though you block them or you build a thick skin, there are times when these words come back. Have a place where you tell yourself, this is who I am. I am loved of God. I am a light that would shine. I cannot be put down. I refuse to stay hidden. I am more and I will keep being more. The world will hear my voice. So when I keep saying all of these things to myself, my soul is listening to me. So whatever they are saying is for them. As long as you see any comments that you do not want, block them. You are the God on your space and you are the king and queen of your kingdom. So don't let anybody come and tell you what to do. I'm not saying you should not listen to other people's opinions, or you should not be teachable. But anything that is going to affect your sanity, please, 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 and please build a thick skin, build your self-esteem, and see yourself as a beautiful work of the Creator's art. You are beautiful, you are amazing. So whatever they are saying is their mouth, as long as you're not doing what is wrong. So this is how it works for me. This is how I overcome the critics.
Omo, preach, mama, preach, mama, preach, mama. You're doing well. Thank you so much for this that you've shared. Okay, so I want you to give us your final words. We've done 1 hour already. What are your final words of advice to young people who want to earn money legitimately, who want to really make money for themselves, but to do it in a very beautiful way? So please advise us. I'm still a young man. I'm 42, so don't think I'm an old man. I'm still a young man, right? Go
Okay.
ahead and teach us, preach to us, mama. Let us receive wisdom and sense in moving ahead in our lives.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So I am very young myself. I'm very young. And one thing is, I've had a lot of experiences in the past that should have shaken me or took me up bounds. I've fallen a lot of times. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of things about myself that everybody doesn't know yet, but I'm still going to share them, but the time is not right. So one thing as a young person is, no matter how many times you fall, do not stay down. That is what I always say. So no matter how many times you fall, refuse to stay down, like refuse to be on the ground. Yeah, there are many things that will fight you, many things that will fight your light, many things that will fight your purpose, many things that will challenge your becoming. But stand up, dust your feet, and fail forward. Then another thing is, do not push success and failure apart. Merge them together. When you fail, ask yourself, why did I fail? What can I do better? Innovation comes from failing. So do not be afraid to fail. Another thing is, be teachable. We live in an era where everybody is saying, it's my life, it's my life, it's my life. See, that is the devil's trap to make you fall, right? That is one way to go down 6 feet. Pride. So what you have to do is have a group of people that you can't say no to. When I say you can't say no to, I'm not saying you should not be able to say no to anybody, but have a group of people that you listen to, that correct you, that when you're going, don't feel you are too big. Do not get to the point where you are too big and you cannot listen to people. Appreciate those in your life that tell you, hey, you are doing this thing you're doing is not good. Even if you have 1 million followers, those friends that are truthful and are not afraid to tell you to do what is right. So have those kind of people, and do not walk alone. Hey, kings do not walk alone. They have an entourage, because there's going to be time when you would have attacks, when you'll be weak, when you'll be tired. Do not do this life alone. As much as you can, have friends. Not just friends that you people will see that I'm talking about, people in Nigeria or irrelevant things. No, have friends that when you're down, when you have ideas, you talk to them, and iron sharpens iron, right? Have those kind of friends. Another thing is, be humble. Be humble. See, Many people that have come for my trainings, I still talk to them. I still talk to them. So they are like, Ma, you're humble. I don't understand. Why will I not be humble? What have I achieved? Even if I've achieved more than this, by the grace of God, I will not usurp authority over people or try to puff up my shoulders. So be humble. If somebody pays for your training, does not mean that you have God over their life. There's something that they know that you will never know and you do not know. So be humble. They're calling you coach or anything. It's just a title. Be humble. Then another thing is volunteer, sacrifice. Don't always ask for money. Give other people their crumbs so that they can let you have your bread. Let me say that again. Give other people their crumbs so they can let you have your bread. Do not be a greedy person. Give, be kind. Because people would forget the money you give to them or some other things, but they will not forget how kind you've been to them. Sometimes I'm busy, like I'm very busy, and somebody says, Comfort, I want to talk to you about something. I say, okay, can I talk to you by 10 p.m. in the night? 11 p.m. I'll be free then, and I will stay awake and give them advice. I'm not collecting a dime from them. I'll help them talk about structuring their business and all of that. See, these things are little. Some people intentionally, they want to pay, but they cannot afford you and they need help. Be kind. Be kind. I know they say in business, when you get to a particular point in your business, don't cut down the price. We should not take our human feeling away from business. For me, there are times when I really wanted to pay for a particular training. I didn't have the money. I started small. I used to borrow money to pay for trainings, right? I used to borrow money to pay for trainings. Sometimes my parents would give me money because that's how they are. I would borrow and I'll pay back. So sometimes I'm like, please, can I pay twice? So be kind. When you see that genuinely this person wants to pay, but they cannot afford, do not be too stringent, because all of us, we want people to show us kindness, right? So be kind, be kind, be kind, be humble. Another thing is invest in yourself. Hey, nobody's going to benefit from the investment you make on yourself. Invest in yourself is good for you. Whatever knowledge you are getting into yourself, it may not make sense now, but that knowledge will save you one day. So one day, when you feel that this thing you're learning is irrelevant, it's a lie. One day that thing is going to save you. So invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Do not be the person that they are always going to see at the front line of freebies. Right? Debt is an investment. When you pay for something, you get a debt in it. So invest in yourself, buy books, read, be intentional, have a me time, meditate. I meditate a lot. Have a time where you meditate a lot. Now, pay attention to your body. Listen to what your body is saying. Understand the aspects of life that is spiritual. I'm not talking about religion. That's not what I'm saying. I don't tell people that if you ask me, are you a Christian? I say, yes. What's the name of your church? Why do you want to know the name of my church? I'm a Christian. Be spiritual. Spirituality helps you. It builds your creativity. Most of the things I know how to do came from the realm of the spirit. So be spiritual. Love God. Like, love God with every part of you. Love God. And when you fall, either you're falling spiritually or physically, stand up immediately, because there's danger on remaining on the floor. There's danger staying down. So do not stay down when you fall. Stand up again and go back to what you're supposed to do. Do not be ashamed of people laughing at you. Do not be ashamed. So I can keep talking and talking and talking, but I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. My staff are making me laugh here. So thank you
Okay.
so much for Comfort for being here. So before we say goodbye, one more time, guys, listen.
Hi, welcome here. I'm glad that Facebook showed you this video. This is Coach Franklin Consult. All we do is to serve individuals and corporate establishments to get their business names registered with the Nigeria Corporate Affairs Commission, which is CAC, to help them register their companies in terms of limited liability companies, group of company, limited by guarantee company, also to serve individuals to upgrade from business name to limited, and also serve individuals or entities to register their NGOs, their churches, their mosques, their foundations, okay, their clubs. Also, we perform all kinds of post-incorporation services like removal of directors, removal of shareholders, retrieval of certificates, retrieval of memos, any kind of post-incorporation job, and pre and post, we are in charge. All right. Now, in the last 7 months, from what you can see from the dashboards, we have successfully served over 2,000 business owner and deliver certificate to over 1,700 business owner as of today. You see, let me talk to you as a brother, okay, and as a friend. You might not know me from anywhere. The truth is, no matter the kind of business you do in Nigeria, listen to me carefully. No matter the kind of business you do in Nigeria, you see, this CAC registration is for everybody. Whether you sell plantain, whether you are into okereka business, whether you sell granules, whether you sell cocoyam, whether you sell pepper, whether you are into barbing salon, whether you are into hairdressing salon, whether you run any online businesses, whether you are a course creator like me, name that business and I will tell you that there is a need for you to register it with CAC. See, listen. Forget the fact that I am trying to actually market you to come and register your business. Forget the fact. See, a time will come when the money you have will not be enough and you need to source for fund elsewhere. The truth is, they will not request for your university certificate. They will not request for your degree or your NYC certificate. What they will request for is your business registered. If you say yes, they will ask you to present CAC certificates. And if you don't have it, I tell you the truth, they will not give you that support. So the best thing you can do for yourself today is to click on this WhatsApp icon below and speak to me on WhatsApp so we can start the registration of your business. We can start registration of your company, start the registration of your NGO, and do some major changes in your already registered businesses. So click on the link below right now on that WhatsApp icon you are seeing and speak with me live and direct on WhatsApp. See, I am not fake. I am not a ghost. You can call me on phone and we'll be able to talk right now. I hope to see you in my DM. My name is Coach Franklin, and I'm saying cheers.
Okay, guys. So thank you so much for being part of this session. We have come to the end of this session. Thank you very much, everybody who tuned in to be part of this session. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Okay, 75. Okay, Franklin. I'm thankful for showcasing the sponsorship in this summit. Thank you, Coach Franklin, for being the sponsor. Coach Franklin, right now on the screen, as you can see on the screen, is the sponsor of today's live stream, today's summit. Thank you so much, Coach Franklin, for that. And you're saying, I'm thankful for showcasing this sponsorship, this summit. Coach Franklin, Consult, and our staff are thankful. God bless you for all you do for young people like me. I'm glad that you are here. Okay, so thank you, everyone. Thank you, Comfort. I look forward
Thank you,
to
sir.
doing this again with you. Look forward to being a blessing to a lot more people in the coming days and in the coming years. Thank you so much. Keep being a blessing, lady. You are beautiful. You are
Yes,
amazing. I like what you did at Dominating Business Store. I can't ever forget your offer of service for that. I know I've not done so much for you, but trust me, there's a lot for us to do in the coming years as God keeps us alive and keeps
amen.
engracing us.
Thank you, sir.
So stay beautiful, stay amazing, keep doing amazing stuff that you're doing. And trust me, more opportunities will open for you, more doors will open for you. This we pray for you, and we know that they're going to happen. You're going to go beyond the boundaries to more places, and God will keep
Amen.
keeping you. All right. God bless you, and thank you for being part of this show. See you guys again tomorrow, same time, 12 p.m. West African time, for another
Thank
showcase of another amazing young individual. It's Young and Earning, and it's all about showcasing individuals, young souls who are earning money legitimately. God bless everyone. Goodbye.
Amen. Bye, sir.